We're back, myth busting with the monk again. 10 questions here today, and we want to know, can the monk deflect an already deflected projectile? Well, we've got two monks here. The giant snowball comes in, gets deflected again, and once more, but the third time, gets deflected but disappears on the third deflect. Myth confirmed. Can the monk push back the phoenix egg? The answer to this is a simple no. It cannot. Even if the third punch is already stored up, the egg stays stationary. Myth busted. Naveen from the comments section wants to know, can the monk use his pensive protection to deflect the goblin drill? Here's the drill coming in from the other side, but the monk cannot deflect the drill, I am afraid. Can the monk be knocked back whilst in pensive protection? We've got a tornado to test this. There's the pensive, but he is a stubborn one holding his ground. And don't focus too much on my rocket getting pooped on here. Here's the monk trying to push the other monk back, but once again, he's holding his ground. Myth busted. Does the monk take reduced damage against the bandit dash? Well, here's the normal bandit dash damage to compare it to, and bear in mind the pensive protection applies an 80% damage reduction, but the monk actually takes the full dash damage even through pensive protection. Biff Mustard. Can the monk deflect the heal spirit? This is definitely an interesting one. The monk isn't able to deflect any of the other spirits, but he actually does deflect the healing of the heal spirit. Look at that. And hey, to the guy who commented about, do I know what a projectile means? What do you have to say about that? Does the monk deflect the wall breaker impact damage? It isn't a projectile, but it's definitely a unique type of slash damage. However, gift-chusted, it does not. Does the monk knock back the Mega Knight when he spawns? Well, the monk's strolling on over the bridge, but here comes Sebastian Vettel! Does rage affect pensive protection? This is a pretty vague question, but rage doesn't affect damage output, so all we really need to know is if rage makes the pensive protection last a shorter time, but it actually has no effect on the monk until he leaves that pensive protection. Live crusted. And our final question of the day, asked by none other than my mother, or was it my brother? I forgot. Is there anything the monk can't push away? Well, air cards of course, but I'm assuming that they don't count for this question. Using his 3-hit combo on the golem is no problem for the monk, and the electro giant comes through after, and he's going to be able to land these hits on them, pushing him back every 3, so I am afraid. Help me. I have been trapped here for what feels like an eternity, pleading for the day of my release from this inescapable labyrinth. This is not a false alarm. This is not a false alarm. This is not a false alarm. This is not a false alarm.